there too, especially when the same hue as you. Y'all stop me when I stop telling the truth. Okay, like I'm not black, I'm OJ. Okay. We are here to celebrate an extraordinary achievement. One of the most remarkable and riveting women of our times, Kathryn Bigelow, has created a film about a little-known tragedy that now the world will know. We in Detroit already know about what happened when black people were drawn here from the South. In 1910, 90% of black people lived in the South. And then the dream of Henry Ford drew us here. My daddy came here from Georgia, Albany, Georgia, working at Kelsey Hayes Wheel Brake and Drum Factory. And people worked at Ford and Chrysler looking for an elevator into the middle class, and yet at the same time the persistence of lethal racism denying opportunity to black people. And we knew that the police force in this city did not represent the best interests of African American people. And it is about time to tell the truth about that. This is not a demonization of the police. This is a calling to question of a culture of complicity with the demonization and dehumanization of black people in America across the country. We know we celebrate our black police chief, we celebrate policing of people in communities, but we also know Tamir Rice is still real. We also know Sandra Bland is still real. We know a white woman can die in Minneapolis and it will be a cause for the resignation of the police chief, but Philando Castile has died and there is no recognition for his humanity. And even in Detroit, we've seen the shift from manufacturing to service industries, where there's been a shift that has destabilized working class people. Great heroes, Grace Lee Boggs and James Boggs, Kenneth Cochran, working for the realization of progressive emancipation in this city. We have built our courage on the backs of black people and brown people and white people who have come together, Asian brothers and sisters, to recognize the humanity of all of us. That's why Kathryn Bigelow is a hero for telling this story. Now, some people say, why a white woman got to do it? To clean up the mess that white people made. Why a white woman? Can she use and leverage her white privilege to identify with black and brown people who are demonized? Isn't that the ultimate use of deconstructing white privilege, to identify with those who are nameless and faceless in this society? That's why she is a powerful, brilliant, ingenious director. Women are not often acknowledged for their genius. She is a straight-up genius. Point Break, Blue Steel, The Widowmaker, The P9. The woman has been working in action films longer than anybody hardly in our society. She is not a female director. She is a woman who is a tremendous director who brings the sensibilities of a craftsperson to her art. She won the only woman to win an Oscar for a film as director, Hurt Locker, followed up by Zero Dark 30, and now Detroit. This is the third installment of a trilogy of war films. Detroit is about a war situation. Terror on black bodies in America, and she has the gall and the courage, the unabashed temerity to tell the truth about what's going on. We welcome to the stage a woman of extraordinary insight, genius, and courage, Miss Kathryn Bigelow.
It's just amazing. Just the honor of being able to be on the same stage with this extraordinary human being. gentleman here, and he really, because he grew up here, and he obviously knows it very well, and so I saw the city through his eyes, and he took me places, and that was my first experience here, and as we were beginning to talk about the story and we were beginning to learn about it through him, and so my gratitude is immense, and thank you. So, also, I want to thank the people of Detroit, both those here tonight, and those who are responsible for the city being what it is today. Detroit has a complex past, but I think also a very bright future, and the credit for that lays nowhere else but with its people. There are some very special locals who have welcomed and supported us, and we're so appreciative of Representative John Conyers Jr. portraying the film. He's been an incredible resource for us. Mayor Duggan and his entire staff. Police Chief James Craig and the Detroit Police Force. Ike McKinnon. Thank you so much for embracing this film. I want this to lead to a dialogue, and I thank you for being willing to speak out as well as to listen, and thank you. And also the Charles Wright Museum and Detroit Historical Society. For their support and hard work in making sure that the past will never be forgotten. And all of the wonderful Detroit-based cast and crew who helped us make this film. And yay! And I want to thank Tom Wilson and everyone at the Fox Theater for allowing us to be the first movie to premiere here. It's a great honor to premiere a film about Detroit in such an historic and iconic location. I'm lost without this. All right, now I'd like to thank the filmmakers and collaborators without whom this film would never have existed. So first, I'd like to thank the wonderful Megan Ellison. And it's been a long journey for all of us. And a very treasured collaborator, William Goldberg, he's out there somewhere. And my great production designer, who was asked to bring Detroit 1967 to life. And he's out there as well. Thank you, Jeremy Hindle. And finally, I am so fortunate to have the most profoundly talented cast a director could ever hope for. So if you allow me, I'm going to ask them all to please stand from their seats as I call their name, but hold your applause to the end. We're fortunate to have many, many cast members here. So in alphabetical order, Laz Alonso. John Boyega, Chris Chalk, Joseph David Jones, Malcolm David Kelly, Nathan Davis Jr., Caitlin Deaver, Austin Hibbert, Jacob Lattimore, Anthony Mackie, Miguel, Hannah Murray, Ben O'Toole, Will Poulter, Alfie Smith, cast. All right, vital to the telling of the story, and with us here tonight are some of the survivors. Julie Heisel, portrayed in the film by Hannah Murray.
Excuse me. You want to say it with me? I'm going to have to sit this one here.
Oh, sure.
Sorry about that.
No problem.
Oh, yeah.